It's the new Red Green Show. And now, here's the man with the plan that he thought up on the can. If you're a fan of the man in the band, please put your hands together for my uncle, your hero, Mr. Red Green. Eggs and ham.
How you doing? Good to see you. All right. Thank you very much. And here's the freak with the beak and the chubby cheek, my nephew Harold. All right. Hold it, Harold. Put a sock in it.
I did, and everybody laughed.
I don't want to know, okay? Well, we had a government building inspector come into town here and pull a surprise safety inspection on the community center way downtown this morning. And he filled out a report that says if we don't fix it up, he's going to have it condemned.
Oh, no, he can't do that. Where will they hold the teen dances?
Well, you don't go to the teen dances.
Yes, I will. When I'm better looking and I learn karate. So we gotta save the community center. What did he say is the matter with it?
Just three things: the roof, the walls, and the floor. What you're looking at here is a bunch of segments from this particular show. The main message being, for gosh sakes, don't even think about changing the channel. I'll tell you something, if you're gonna try and make sense out of this program, you gotta give it your undivided attention. Well, okay, I got the scoop. The building inspector was called into the community center by a wedding party that they had a wedding there last week one time there, and apparently one of the steel I-beams kind of swung loose from the ceiling, dropped down right onto the wedding cake like that, right there. Cracked the icing, crushed the bride and groom. I'll tell you, people are such whiners.
Uncle Red, you know it's just the bride and groom on the cake. It's just the little figures.
You're kidding?
Yeah.
Man, okay. Anyway, if the community center gets condemned, people are going to end up having their quilting bees and their craft shows up here at the lodge. We can't have that.
Well, you know what I did?
Oh, what did you do?
I'll tell you. I suggested we have some sort of fundraiser, to raise funds to help repair the community center,
Right.
because really it's the center of our community.
Absolutely.
Yeah. It's the heart and soul of Possum Lake area, you know, and it reflects our community, especially now that it's like old, cracked, and smells funny.
That's it, Harold. But unfortunately, the townspeople didn't take all that well to Harold's suggestion.
I'll say, I took a real haymaker right to the stomach. Moose's grandmother can be mean.
Oh, she's got the...
Yeah, but I gave as good as I got.
Did you, Harold?
In terms of screaming.
Well, don't worry, Harold, because the men of Possum Lodge are going to take over. We're going to raise enough money to rebuild the whole community center. Remember that time last year where we raised money, we sold all those chocolate bars?
Chocolate bars?
Yeah.
No, those were bricks of old cheese.
No, they were chocolate bars, Harold.
Old cheese.
No, they had that real crunchy part in the middle. What was that?
Very old cheese.
Something a little bit special coming up later on in the Adventures with Bill segment. Bill and I had the canoes out, and how does he do that? How does he manage to go? Looks like Bill had gone to the chocolate bar drive-thru. His canoe there, of course. Yeah, oh, that's a shame. Oh, my golly. Huh? You okay? All right, there you go. It's the kind of fun that you can have outdoors. That's the beauty of being outdoors, is that you're not inside as much. And you can be out there. And, there's room for you. Because guys like us at the lodge, we need that little extra space. Place to dump our chocolate bar wrappers in Bill's case, and the motor. All right, that'll actually make it easier to portage. Bill and I, every year, we have our little portaging race, just the two of us. We kind of put the canoes on, and away we go. But I didn't think it was fair. Bill's having Bill dropped the canoe on me there, just a way of handicapping me a little, but I thought it's not fair, just to beat the old guy. So let's just see, let's help him out. We want a fair race. Right, Bill? What's the problem? You can usually pick up the canoe. What's the trouble? Oh my gosh, what do you got? Oh, all right. Okay, this makes it a little harder to bend the knees, I would think, eh? We'll be back later on with our big race, so hang in there for that. Oh, yippee-yo, ya, yoo-hoo-wee, ya lady. Yes, this is the song of the lonesome cowboy when he lands the wrong way on his saddle.
Okay, this is for the big one. For a grand prize of 9 coils of kielbasa and a 12-pound breath mint. Uncle Red, you have 30 seconds to get Mr. Ducky Franklin to say this word. Romantic. And go.
All right, Dougie, sensual, passionate, poetic.
1963 Corvette Stingray.
When a man buys a woman flowers and candy, that's very...
Obvious?
You bring a woman back to your place, that's...
That'd be a miracle.
You dim the lights down low to make it more...
Difficult for the neighbors to see what you're doing. You know, I really got to get me some drapes, Red. It's hideous.
I know. A woman falls for a man who is...
Able to drive a monster truck? Nope, that's not it.
I know.
Get out of
When a
town.
guy is very sensitive, lavishes gifts, and is very considerate and very feeling, he's obviously...
Gay.
We're almost out of time, Uncle Red.
A 63 Stingray.
Oh, romantic.
This week on Handyman Corner, we're going to show you how to solve a memory problem that we've all faced. Be a Sunday afternoon, you're lying there relaxing. Relatives start pulling into your driveway. Suddenly you realize that it's Thanksgiving, and it's your turn to host a dinner, and you're not dressed. So 2 questions pop into your mind. First of all, how are you going to be able to cook a 25-pound turkey in 13 minutes? And secondly, where are your pants? I'm going to answer the first question. All right, you might be thinking, microwave oven, huh? They cook fast, they don't heat up the kitchen, and they ding when they're done. Problem with the microwave is, they're just too darn small. Can't get the turkey in there. Now, I suppose you could cut them up into pieces there and just jam everything in, or you could flip the microwave up on its back and just jump up and down the turkey until she crams in there. Or I suppose you could rip the door off and just cook her that way, but that tends to reduce the quality of your dinner conversations. So I say, just forget about the microwave oven. Go with a microwave oven. I like the sound of that. All right, you want to get yourself a bunch of these animal cages. You're going to be cooking in these, so make sure they're empty. Unless you got a really weird uncle. But the main ingredient is your energy-gathering heatatron, also known as a satellite dish. You can pick these up anywhere, especially in open fields on moonless nights. You want to mount your satellite dish on something solid and low to the ground, like, say, a water heater or Moose Thompson's beanbag chair. I got her onto an oil drum here because no matter what time of day it is, part of this is always facing south. She looks good, she looks good. All right, now, my next problem is, gotta find a way to raise my oven chambers up so they're in the primary cooking zone of my satellite dish. Oh, all right. This swing set should work absolutely great. Not only will this thing hold the turkey up high enough, it allows me to swing it out of the harmful rays so I don't risk adding my own rump roast to the menu. All I gotta do is remove the seats. Rust is a real time saver, isn't it? Okay, now all we gotta do is stick our food into the cages and let Mr. Sun do his thing. All right, I think what I've forgotten here is that around Thanksgiving, the sun is really not quite as hot as it needs to be for this, so maybe all we need to do is to switch to a different source of energy, huh? Maybe take apart this microwave oven and get the microwave tube or generator or pump or whatever it is that makes microwaves, you know. Might even be a little wave pool in there. I don't know, we'll find out when we take her apart. All right, we got the square head bullets on there. Looks like the red size. I got the green. I got the black, I got no red. Oh well. Okay, we got our microwave generator wired up to the satellite dish, which now becomes an amplifier, going to boost the microwave output of 1,500 watts way up into the area of, I would say, 5 trillion megahertz of neutron fusion energy. That should be enough even to cook those hard-to-get-at places. So remember, if the women don't find you handsome, They should at least find you handy. Let's get cooking. Holy mackerel. Tell you what, there's a fair amount of shrinkage with these, is there not? You know, I think I should have started with a larger turkey on that. Harold! Just kidding. Unless you want to. Stay tuned and relax. Whatever this is, we got a lot more of it. I want to talk to you folks about something I heard in town the other day. Old Lady Bankman said that you can't control the ugly things people say about you after you're dead and gone. I think that's true. I can't control the things people say about me while I'm living. I don't anticipate getting better at it after I'm 6 feet under. Okay, so you can't stop people from saying bad stuff about you after you're dead. Is that real important? Unless you have exceptional hearing, you may not notice. Suppose if you want to play it safe, you can get buried with earplugs in there. No, you can't control what they say, but you can control whether or not it's true. See? Actions speak louder than words. So just make sure your actions are louder than their words. You know, if they say that you were a drunken womanizer, whereas you led a fairly sober life and were a decent, honest family man, they're going to have a hard time getting anybody to listen. Whereas if it was the booze and babes that killed you, well, you got a problem. But by then, you'll probably be in a hot spot and not that concerned with public relations. So don't worry about it. Remember, I'm pulling for you. We're all in this together. Well, the Community Center Fundraising Committee had its first meeting. Didn't go real well. But in hindsight, I think the open bar was a mistake.
Did you ever get around to actually making any motions for fundraising?
Yeah, Buster Hadfield suggested we have a walkathon.
Oh, that's excellent. Oh, that's great. Oh, yeah, walkathon's a great way to make money, Uncle Red. Excellent.
Yeah, but then we found out there's walking involved on that one. So we put that aside. Moose Thompson had a great idea.
Belchathon?
No, Harold. What do you think of when I say thrills, chills, and spills?
Andrea Thompson pouring a cherry Slurpee down the front of my pants at the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Well, you know, people might pay money to see that, but no, I'm talking about a fun fair, the Possum Lodge Fun Fair. Not like any other fun fair, Harold.
Well, that's true. There'll be no fun and no fair.
All right, welcome to Autobiography, where members of Possum Lodge talk about the cars that have meant something to them over the years. Hap, what would you say was your favorite car over the years?
Oh, my. I'd have to say my 62 Aston Martin DBS, gold finish. Beautiful machine.
Wow, that sounds just like the car James Bond drove before he was Roger Moore or Timothy Dalton or Pierce Bronson or that old guy. I can never remember his name.
It was the car, Harold. I owned the car that was in those movies.
Oh, you bought that from the movie producers, did you?
No, they bought it from me. They needed an Aston Martin, and they knew that mine had machine guns and a bulletproof shield. And revolving license plates and ejection seat and that thing that came out of the wheel. Wah, wah, wah. And that was it. End of story.
Well, this whole story's kind of wah, wah, wah. You telling me you used all those gadgets?
No.
All right.
You kidding? No, I never used the revolving license plates. But those machine guns came in handy more than once. And if it wasn't for the bulletproof shield, well, I wouldn't be here now. No, when you have those things, you use them.
Yeah, I could go for an ejection seat right about now.
Or a cyanide capsule.
This was a business car, was it, Hal?
Well, yeah. Yeah, kind of. I mean, come on, you knew I was in Her Majesty's Secret Service.
Oh, yeah, right. 000, licensed to bull.
Oh, beautiful car, though, Red.
Yeah.
Had a built-in bar and a spy camera, satellite locator, even a lie detector.
Boy, it must have drained the battery every time you open your mouth. All right, here we are, all set for our big portage race and the adventures with Bill. And, okay, Gentlemen, start your angina. Okay, we're off there, and I got a lead there, a bit of a lead. And you know, one of the things that surprises me, we just never get much of a turnout spectator-wise for this, for some reason. Because I think there's a lot to watch, you know. Oh my golly, I'm not sure how safe you'd be, you know, within, say, a canoe's length of the actual race itself. But if you hung back with a telephoto, you could get some really interesting shots. I'm doing well, well out ahead, I would say. And Bill has a different approach. He just kind of, well, he really bends over there. He's got the lower back problems. Oh, that should help that. Oh, hang on. But he's got the right idea. He's sort of going the right way. And look out, Bill, tree, Bill. Oh, don't be hammering on that tree. Look out. Oh, look out, Bill. Here comes the canoe. Oh. That has got to hurt. What do you think? And I'm just making my way along, doing just fine. And Bill, you're going the wrong way, Bill. No, you should be going. Where is he? Oh, there he is. Everything all right? Everything seems fine. And looks like I won there. All I got to do is just get the whole thing in, But I look back and see how he's doing. Here he comes. It's going to be a close race. Oh, hang on, Bill. Hang on. I better get my coat. What's going on? I'll just get Bill, look out. Holy mackerel. He won. I'd rather lose. Here's one of our walking sticks made by our pal Michael. Thanks, Mike. Well, I tell you, I think the Possum Lodge Fun Fair is going to raise so much cash, we'll be able to build a whole brand new community center. I'm looking after the fireworks, and Moose Thompson's got the dart throw going. Got himself a 64 dart. Straps people into it and just chucks her, you know? How's the ring toss coming there, Harold?
Excellent. Watch this.
Oh, boy.
No problem, just watch. That's hard. We're going to make a ton of money.
All right, Harold. No, I think the big money maker's going to be Buster's flight simulator.
Flight simulator?
Yeah.
Oh!
Yeah.
They're excellent.
Yeah.
They're excellent. Oh, they're so way cool. They are. They're like virtual reality and 3D to the max, and then you barf. Yeah. Is it like state of the art? Is it cutting edge?
Well, yeah, you could cut yourself real bad on the one edge there. Tell you what it is, it's a cherry picker. He found it just sitting there in the telephone parking lot. And he just blindfolds people, whips them around there, you know. Plus, Harold, we got the dunk tank. You know the dunk tank where you throw the baseballs and the guy drops into the tank?
I love those.
Yeah,
I love dunk tanks.
Yeah.
Who's supplying that?
Rothschild sewage.
Oh, excellent. Who's the sucker who's got to sit in that chair and fall in that tank all day long? Tell me who. I'm going to find out. I know the person, don't I? I do. It's the expert portion of the show, where we examine those three little words that men find so hard to say. I don't know. Either do they. Okay. Joining my Uncle Red on the expert portion of the show is his best friend. Oh, instead it's Mr. Dalton Humphrey! Okay, the viewer asks, dear experts, whenever we have friends over and play word games like Scrabble, the men always lose. Then we get to hear how good they are at the word game, but I've got an excuse. Why are men so bad at word games?
All right, now let's get this cleared up. This is a myth. It's completely false. Men are not, bad at word games.
You mean bad as in limited, deficient, inadequate, inept?
No, I mean obnoxious as in Harold.
You know, my wife, Anne Marie, and I will play word games as part of our normal conversation, you know? Yeah, she'll string a bunch of words together, and I'll try and guess what she's talking about. Now, okay, all right, I usually guess wrong, but that's just because I lost interest and stopped listening. It is not because I'm not good at it.
No, see, there's no incentive to win on that.
Well, no, you do understand, and you usually have to get up and do something.
Exactly. See, Dalton and I, we understand each other.
Well, men understand men.
Yeah, it's when men and women have words, that's where the trouble starts.
See, women use words.
Yeah.
Women.
Communicate, inform, disclose.
Well,
Yeah. Okay.
Close.
Okay. But now with men, what
men
yeah.
use words to avoid saying something. Well, you see, if men have something real important to say,
Yeah.
they'll shake hands,
Yeah.
or they'll hitch up their pants, or they'll point at something.
Yeah. Sure. That's it. Yeah.
Well, that's almost eloquent in its simplicity.
Sorry, Harold, you lost me there.
Never mind, it's okay.
Okay, no, men are not bad at word games, Harold. It's just that we use the body language.
Well, you certainly have a well-rounded vocabulary to work with.
That was quite a fun fair. Flight simulator was good. Ring toss was good.
Yeah, but what idiot was in charge of the fireworks?
Harold, I don't think you should go around calling people idiots.
I knew it was you. I knew.
Hey, fun fairs always end with fireworks. Everybody agreed to that.
Yes, indeed, yes, but it wasn't raining at that point. We had no idea we were going to have to move the fun fair indoors.
Well, hey, other than the fire, I think it went pretty well.
He burned the community center down to the ground. It's gone.
So what, Harold? The fun fair raised enough money to cover the deductible on the insurance. Huh? Now we get a brand new community center. I don't see a downside here, Harold.
Okay. Well, how about the insurance company canceling your policy?
Great. Now we don't have to pay any premiums.
Okay, well, how about this? I refuse to help you with any more of your projects.
Man, I'm on a roll here.
It's brightening up. Well, meeting time.
Yeah, you go ahead, Harold. I'll be down in a little while. I'm going to change and try to get the ashes out of my nostrils. I thought that sparkler would never go out. If my wife is watching, I'll be coming straight home after the meeting, and if you see smoke coming out of my pants, remember, where there's smoke, there's fire. The rest of you, thanks for watching. On behalf of myself and Harold and the whole gang up here at Possum Lodge, keep your stick on the ice. Nicky Peterson asked me to announce that you cannot jumpstart a 78 Gremlin from a stove, all right? And anybody who thinks you can is welcome to drop by his place later and put out a pretty serious kitchen fire.